Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos plays Suikoden III. You might be asking yourself, Chronos, where the hell have you been? I was sick. I got the COVID. I was out for a little while. But we're back now, and we're starting Chris's Chapter 1. Now, what we've seen on the other chapters, Chris gets up to some not-so-great stuff, so now we get to experience it from her side. Victory parade immediately followed by the summons. How could the council be so arrogant? Madam, if I may take your sword? Knight's rights are not recognized here, I suppose. So tiny. Such a tiny sword. Good day, madam. I hate the fact that hers and Jadot's swords are kinda tiny. Thank you, Lewis. I'm not a size queen, but at the same time, I don't know. We are honored to have the leader of the Mighty Zexan Knights with us. Goddess be with us today and here at the council. Let me give thanks to our goddess for allowing us to this occasion to gather here today. We welcome you, madam. I also had the honor of viewing the victory parade. Thank you, sir. But you needn't flatter me. The battle with the grasslands was not what you would call a victory. I did not expect you to say that. For being the Silver Maiden, leader of the Mighty Six Knights, you show far too much modesty. You are also called the White Hero. It was your dedication and distinguished service that led to our victory over the barbarian allied forces. I have heard it was said that a single thrust from your sword can take 7 enemies. Not with that tiny thing it can't. I have not lived long enough to become a myth. Would you enlighten me as to the reason for the summons? Of course. We meant no harm. We have asked the council to advise you on a new resolution, and to request its implementation. Whatever the council's decisions or orders, it is the duty of the knights to comply. Well said. Our victory in the recent battle has shown the barbarians our supremacy. We would like to send you to negotiate with the Council of the Elders of the 6 Clans. Our intention is to have the barbarians sign a treaty to settle the border violation disputes over the years. Have the Grasslanders been informed of this? The Lizard and the Chisha clan... Chisha? Chisha, probably? Clans? Have already sent their consent. We are expecting the Correa clan to join them shortly. We depend on you. Can we depend on you, madam? Certainly, but... How about certainly, but? Certainly, but our request to hold a state funeral for our late Captain Galahad and Vice Captain please, has not been granted. We cannot return to our duties without paying our respects to the deceased. We can't afford to lessen the effect of our victory by reminding people of our losses to the barbarians. We must wait for a better time. Or would you rather hold a state funeral and solidify your title as Captain of the Knights? Nonsense! How could you? Our decision has been made. We expect successful reports from you, my lady. Let us give thanks to our goddess for allowing us this occasion to gather here today. Thank you, goddess, for allowing us this gathering today. As one of the few just kind of representations of like an open, like a organized religion in the Suikoden world, there's not many. At least it's not really talked about, right? There's few churches here and there in Suikoden 1 and 2, but even then, actually, it's not really the church, cathedral-esque places, sure, but a lot of the times those are run down and overtaken by like a certain vampire lord. But even then, like, no real talk about, like, religion there. We expect a hero to do a hero's duty. Ha! Duty. A hero is eternal in the eyes of his, is only if his life is lost in glorious battle. Don't you agree? As we can see, these guys are a bunch of scumbags. Shocking, right? The Silver Maiden. Is there anything wrong, madam? Louis, get ready to depart. Yes, madam. But this is so sudden. You just returned from your victorious campaign. They said we belong on the battlefield. Alright, so now... Oh, never mind. Very well, until morning then. Alright, now we can explore. As Chris, you cannot loot dead bodies. So any of those items that we got on Jado or Hugo, while they're consistent through Chapter 1, and they do upgrade and change as we progress, they also replenish in certain locations. Chris cannot loot those yet. She has a thing about looting dead bodies. Who would have thought? Not me. But yeah, she won't loot dead bodies. She also will not play the lottery. I know, she's too good for the lottery, really? And Melville here is gonna need new shorts. I guess those are pants, technically. Hello. Yeah, Melville, go on, shake his hand. I like her. She's good. She's like, just go fuck with him. It's funny. We don't really have to worry too much about money for Chris here. She is a high-ranking knight coming from a rich family. And the game represents that. She starts with $200,000. Now, you might remember Jado had about that much money at the end of doing 2 dives into 2 dungeons, right? So yeah. Now, as Chris, we can come in here and we can go to these back rooms. I did not know these rooms existed, I think the first 2 times I played through this game. There's trainers back here. Like, this guy can teach you how to use your skills. We're not going to do that right now with her. She already starts with a bunch of skills already. She's not very customizable. But all those skills she has is pretty good. I also just whistled into the mic. I'm sorry. She has 1 slot ready. Then we're going to use that for magic. As we saw earlier, she seems pretty good with the water rune, huh? So why don't we go ahead and learn that for her. She doesn't have any open slots just yet, but we'll be able to worry about that later. So yeah, let's go ahead, get water. Natural ability exists. You don't say. You don't say when she completely demolished us with those that water spell earlier, huh? Oh, we can actually level it up to D. Sure. D's all around. D's what, Chronos? These skills. What, you expecting me to say these nuts? Rude. Yeah, you talk to people here. There's really nothing we can get here. A lot of people just comment on her being, you know, a hero. A celebrity hero. A celebrity knight. Which, honestly, Chris doesn't really seem to like, right? She's more of like, I'm doing my job as a knight. Like, I didn't sign this up to be, like, paraded around town as a hero. She hates the nickname Silver Maiden or White Hero. To be fair, the name White Hero is kind of really weird. Like, I don't know, uncomfortable vibes when it's said like that. Especially when you call, like, the people you're warring with savages and barbarians, right? I don't know, doesn't exactly feel good. Alright, sorry about that. Let's get out of it. There's 2 more rooms we can go check out. Now, Chris is the only one that has access to these. We can't come back here with we definitely can't come back here with Hugo and go in here. But yeah, there's shops in here, and they have some pretty good items that you can get later on in the rarity section. Yeah, the rarities here can give you like custom armor, which is some of the best armor you can buy. Unfortunately, there's nothing there, but we can get like fine helmet or, you know, power gloves, which I'm probably gonna get actually, and maybe some wing boots. We're probably gonna get a fine helmet anyways. We don't need new armor. So yeah, let's change gauntlets over. We'll just sell it. And wing boots, we'll just get rid of our boots. There we go. We don't really need anything else. You can see armor is expensive, so I don't think anything here is worth buying. Yeah, no. You got bow, axe, and one-handed swords. They're alright. They're not great. Like, Greathawk's decent if you have like a ton of damage, but bow users generally speaking don't. And then you get Gross, which is an axe user, also pretty good if you have a ton of damage. And axe users do get a ton of damage, but you do lose balance, so yeah, I don't think anyone here gives you anything. Yeah, it does kind of suck that you can't play the lottery, so you can't try to get like those old books rewards or even like just extra money. But yeah, here's just the pews and the whole church. It's definitely a statement, right? When you have your church in with your governmental, like, buildings and, like, yeah, with all your government stuff. Are you sleeping? Yeah, you are, clearly. Alright, well, there's really not much to do. We could... I mean, we could go check out the shops for rarities, but even then, that's not really a guaranteed thing. And I don't think the blacksmith down here actually gives you too much to upgrade. I think she's maxed out on her weapon anyways right now. That's one thing I definitely like about her chapter, her start of the chapter, is she is already... Oh no, we can get it up to level 7. Alright, we'll do that. She's an esteemed knight. She's dressed as an esteemed knight. She's also rich. Right? So, yeah, I don't know, it's pretty good. We should go over her stats, though, too, while we're here. So, yeah, as I was saying before, she comes with a lot of skills that she's really good at. And not much in terms of customization, though, compared to other characters in the game. She's very good at, you know, physical attacks. She's very skillful. She has decent magic defense and alright, you know, decent repel. Her magic stat is not that great, but it's enough for what she can do, yeah. Eventually she'll get her right hand slot unlocked. The Phoenix rune is pretty much the same as the Falcon rune from the first 2 games. The Falcon rune, right? Yeah. The one with the jabby jab jab jabs? Yeah. Yeah, it was Falcon Rune. I'm like, okay, I know Anita and Valeria had it, so let's just go check it out real fast and make sure it is what it is. But yeah, let's go back home and call it a day. We can't leave here. We can't really do anything else. I need some rest. Save? Nah, we're good. Thanks for waiting. You're not usually late, Solomon. Salome, whatever the hell your name is. What's changed? You have found your sweetheart, finally. Pardon me? Don't be ridiculous. How insulting. Me dating Pshaw. Didn't you know that our friend Salome is after our beautiful goddess?
I bet he is.
Stop it, Percival. Oh, please, enough. It wasn't that funny. Then count me in too. Okay. Me too, I suppose. It seems as though everyone is after you. I envy you, my dear Lady Chris. I don't mind you taking my place, Percival. See, that's funny. Now that's comedy. We are falling behind. Let's just relieve immediately. Leo, Percival, you'll remain here in charge. Yes, my lady. We'll join you after attending on two last-minute details here. Well then, friends. One last look before we leave. Alright, so... I mean, I'm gonna put you down here so you can act by yourself. Now, something pretty unique to Chris and, well, company here. We got horses. I know, right? And they actually show up in battle. They don't give you the boost as, like, Fubar does, but at the same time, it's pretty unique. Back through the Zexan Forest. Now, nothing here has really changed, and there's no loot. Enemy-wise, there's going to be pretty much the same as what we've been fighting here. I'll get into one battle before we just skip to the end, though. Yeah, these guys again. As you can see, we pair... The only person without a horse, for some reason, is Salome. Solomon. Whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't have a horse. Also, I don't know why... Roland, why are you in front of Boris? He's the physical fighter. I know he'll just go around you, but still. Also, Slum has like a mace. It's kind of brutal. Anyways, I'll meet you guys at the end of the forest. And freedom. Alright. Back to, well, to Brass Castle for the first time with Chris. Yeah, we go through there a lot, huh? That's only really one of my few complaints about Suikoden 3 is that it's very confined, and because there's 3 sides to the story, we repeat a lot of locations. It's not awful, but it's one of those things like, you kind of wish they kind of spread it out a little bit. Here at last, this is where we belong. Let me remind you that we cannot rest for long. We must leave for the treaty negotiations as soon as we hear from the Grasslanders. Messenger. Because we have little money. You mean to say we won't be able to wait for the rest of the 6 nights? No, I'm afraid not. Surely you understand. It's automatic, by the way, the text. Ow! Oops, pardon me. Are you alright, lad? Please forgive my companion for getting in your way. Yeah, well, what do you expect from an Ironhead? What do you mean, Ironhead? Those clothes, you are... Korean? And who might you be? If, depending on what you choose here, it will be different dialogue, right? If you responded differently as Hugo. Of course, I should introduce myself first. I'm Chris Lightfellow, the acting captain of the Zexan Knights. Lightfellow. That name sure sounds familiar. So now we're going to talk about the Griffin? Captain, time is fleeting. We must be on our way. Oh, wait! I must speak with you! Get back, young barbarian. Here we decide who lives and who dies, and who speaks. Are you threatening me? Hugo, don't. Time is of the essence now. Very well. All apologies once again, child. Goodbye. Be careful what you do here. This is Exenland. Goodbye. I do apologize. Roland, you were too confrontational. Please remember that you are the captain's successor. You must not hesitate to assert your authority. That's my view. Still, your men will doubt your ability to lead if you simply bow your head to a grassland barbarian. That did not occur to me. I apologize. Not necessary. It's my error to overstepping my bounds. Assert my authority, Respect my authority. That is so fucking old. My god. How old is that? Shit, is that 20 years old? Oh my god, is that 20 years old? Where's my phone? Sorry. I'm giving myself a crisis right now. Let's see. Respect my authority. No, it's not 20 years old. Okay, good. Thank God. It's not far off, but it was in 1998. Okay. Oh my god, no, it is 20 years old. Oh my god, it's 24 years old. Oh my god. Sorry. Fuck. Lucky we arrived early, so we have time to tidy up for supper. Let me straighten your room out, Lady Chris. That's not something you should do. It's someone else's task. Not a problem, ma'am. I'm more comfortable doing that than the training as a knight. But I must make a knight out of you, or your father will never forgive me. If you must, you can do the cleaning while I explore the fortress. It's been a while since I went away to battle and returned in triumph to the capital. It certainly has, madam. Come to think of it, when we left the fortress, Captain Galahad and Vice Captain Polize were still with us. You needn't remind me. Man, when you stay away from my goddamn wardrobe, alright, you little pervert? How about that? I don't believe there's too much here. We can go around and talk to people. We can check out the blacksmith. I actually think you can get our weapon up to level 8. That's, well, Salome is usually here. We can go, oh, you know what? We can go to the room we couldn't go to as Hugo before, which is, straight down here. Here, there's actually, we might have been here with Jado, but yeah, we can learn from this dude for, you know, Bujutsu, which I'm assuming is just martial arts. I think that's what they were saying earlier, that they're like martial arts instructors. But nah, it's your skills, your physical skills, right? The magical skills are the tutors. Let's go check out that blacksmith. Generally speaking, if you want to advance, you just go back to your room. Oh, wait, no, we have to come down here. You might notice that there's a bunch of people here. Oh yeah, there's actually a cutscene. There's not a bunch of people here, I should say. Whatever's going on. Madam, it seems the grassland messenger has just arrived. Then what is the big fuss about? So what? I don't care.
I beg your pardon? How rude! Is that how you behave in the grasslands?
We pay our respects to those who deserve it. Otherwise not. Relatable.
You will not get away with this.
Stop it, both of you. Boris, what is the matter with you?
He called me a gatekeeper and demanded to see you in person.
And you? I am Dupa, the left fighter in the Unit 1 of the Lizard Clan's 3 bodied fighters. I request personal audience with the captain of the Zexan Knights. Please show me to her. Since the position of the captain of the Zexan Knights is vacant, I will receive you. There was a rumor of a she-devil in the last war. Don't tell me you are her.
Silence! Anyone telling your impudence? You should know better than to utter the word she-devil.
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. If you do not believe me, your best option is to leave. You definitely see that Chris has a more solid head on her shoulder than a lot of people around here. Alright, I'll take your word. In accordance with the clan traditions, Chief Zeppin of the Lizard Clan, one of the grand clans of this grassland, sends this message to your honorable fighters, the Zexan Knights. On the evening after 3 suns set on the hill, we will hold a gathering on the Amu Plains to rest the Grades? We accept. Both Zexan and the Glasslands will send 5 convoys. We'll meet midway between the 2 armies. Agreed. Do not make us wait. My dear Salome. Let's see. After 3 sunsets on the hill means 3 days from today, and the Gride is a weapon used by the Lizard Clan. To rest the Grides means to sign the truce treaty. Therefore, they are proposing the negotiations 3 days from today on the Amu Plains.
He certainly uses ornate language.
I see not all knights have manners.
Watch your tongue, lizard!
If you'll excuse me, I must be going. I did not expect the message so soon after we arrived. Console is well prepared, I see. And that should make everyone back to their positions. Hey, what level can you get my weapon up to? Is it 8? Yeah, it's 8. Booyah! Eventually we will be able to upgrade everyone else's weapon in the party. Focus on Chris first, because, well, she's always in the party in her chapters, obviously. So it's always just kind of good to have her upgraded the most. Any rarities? Lightning armor, new helm, no thank you. Nothing new here. Alright. That's a shame. Bell beating the crap out of a barrel like normal. And nothing really new there. Belt of strength. You know, she does have medicine on, so I guess we could just do that. We'll keep the medicine in the bag, because that always comes in handy. Yeah, that's pretty good. Probably won't keep that on forever, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, cool. So now we need to go back to the bedroom, if we so choose. There is nowhere else where we can really go at the moment. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye.